In Edinburgh seriously damages 2 vehicles and sends 1 person airlifted to an Erie hospital. Plus, today may be the day that Cheryl Fry learns her fate as closing arguments are underway on her homicide by motor vehicle trial. A summer staple is back under new leadership. Erie Arts and Culture announces the lineup for the Blues and Jazz Festival.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Elena LaQuatra. 1 person is airlifted to the hospital after an early morning crash. It's new at noon. The 2-vehicle crash happened around 7:45 this morning at the intersection of Route 6N and Plank Road in Edinburgh. Both vehicles sustained heavy damage. 1 person was airlifted to an Erie hospital. There's no word on a cause of this collision at the time. State police continue to investigate. And Pennsylvania State Police and first responders were involved in a search and rescue operation. It was reported in the area of Route 6 and 19 near Mill Village late Sunday night. A boy was found by first responders after about an hour. He reportedly refused treatment at the scene. Multiple fire departments and agencies from across Erie and Crawford counties were called to assist in the search. Closing arguments have ended in the homicide by motor vehicle trial involving a suspended Erie police officer. Cheryl Fry sat through more than 3 days of testimony last week. She's charged with driving drunk, causing a 3-car collision, and killing 57-year-old Wade Schulte. Her attorney on Friday said that Fry was targeted because of her police officer status. The defense finished calling its witnesses late Friday afternoon. The judge will discuss charges after the jury returns from a short recess. The trial for a fatal 2017 shooting could get underway today. Jury selection began last week for the trial of Jalen Reynolds and Taisha Santiago. They're charged with the shooting death of 28-year-old David Tate Jr. He was shot in the 1300 block of East 20th Street on June 29th of last year. He died at an Erie hospital a short time later. Opening statements began this morning. Brian Moles is scheduled to enter a plea today. The Edinburgh doctor was arrested in June of last year for having guns at the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. Moles is charged with carrying a handgun without a license and possession of unregistered ammunition. A fast-moving fire destroys an Erie home and damages a nearby business. The fire was reported at a home in the 1200 block of Buffalo Road Sunday evening. A crowd gathered outside as smoke poured out from the windows. Some people at the scene say they could see smoke from blocks away. No injuries are reported, and the owner of the house was not home. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The blaze also damaged the backside of AJ's barbershop, which neighbors the house. A violent crash in Mill Creek Township injures 2 people. The accident happened about 2 a.m. Sunday in the 3300 block of Westlake Road in front of the Calvary Cemetery. The 2 were briefly trapped in their vehicle and had to be freed by first responders. They were both transported to the hospital. The cause of the crash under investigation. If you're thinking about spending time on the lake this summer, the Coast Guard is sharing ways to keep you safe. They say putting your contact info on your items can help in an emergency, or if those items are stolen, they can hopefully be returned. The Coast Guard has stickers that can be used so you can write down your information. There's also a Coast Guard app that helps with tracking watercraft, weather, and more.
File a float plan, so it sends it to the Coast Guard, and if you are late, it'll send a notification to the nearest station. So there's a bunch of different things that you can use for the Coast Guard app.
The Coast Guard would like to remind people not to drink and boat this summer. And speaking of spending time outside, who doesn't love spending a nice summer evening outdoors? Well, humans aren't the only ones. This is a story affecting your health. Nothing to interrupt your relaxation like the familiar pinch of a mosquito bite. Mosquitoes are known to bite more frequently at dusk and dawn, but it's important to remember that they can bite any time of the day. They are more than just a nuisance. They can carry dangerous viruses. So depending on where you are and where you're traveling, a mosquito bite can be quite serious. It's also important to keep an eye out for any symptoms of illness within 2 weeks of getting bit.
The best thing to do is if you do get bit, you can apply a cold washcloth to the area in question, and you can apply a topical anti-itch spray or lotion. And if you need to take some ibuprofen or some acetaminophen, that might help the swelling.
So what can you do to stop them? You can wear long sleeves and long pants. Also, use a protective spray that contains DEET. Let's turn to some good news now. It's time to get jazzy. The 2018 Blues and Jazz Festival lineup has been announced. The festival aims to highlight and motivate local Erie artists and vendors. The festival will return to Frontier Park on August 3rd through the 5th. There will be workshops, opera, dance performances. This year, the three-day festival will include new food trucks and arts catered for kids.
An anchor weekend for a lot of people. They plan their summers around it, and people do reunions, family reunions, class reunions, and everything at the festival. They look forward to it. We have been blessed with the weather.
Organizers say the Erie Blues and Jazz Festival attracts more than 20,000 visitors. And the Tudup family got just a little bit bigger this weekend. Tracy and her husband Jesse welcomed Grady Reen Tudup to the world at 12:37 p.m. on Saturday. Little Grady shares a birthday with Tracy's brother, and his name has some special meaning too.
For whatever reason, my husband and I like the name Grady, and Reen is his middle name, and that is my dad's middle name, so that's why we picked that one. Each of my boys has a family name for a middle name.
Okay. Mom and baby are doing great. Tracy says she's thrilled to be a mom of 3 boys now. Her oldest boys, Austin and Connor, are excited to be big brothers, and of course, we hope to meet baby Grady here at the station very soon. Legendary local diver and former Presque Isle lifeguard Hobie Billingsley returns to Erie. Billingsley was at Presque Isle State Park to give a presentation and sign copies of his book, Challenge: How to Succeed Beyond Your Dreams. The free program took place at the Stull Interpretive Center. Billingsley won the PA State Diving Championship and the AAU Senior National Diving Championship in his senior year at Strong Vincent High School in 1944. At 92 years old, he still serves the public through motivational speaking. It was a near-perfect weekend to enjoy great music and good times at the Cambridge Springs Music Festival. The Riverside Inn hosted this festival for more than 3 decades. Even though the building burned to the ground last May, the town is continuing this event. Several thousand people attended the event this weekend, and all of the funds collected will go to the Cambridge Springs Fire Department. And more than 25 hot air balloons took flight at the Thurston Classic. One of those balloons included the Jet 24 Fox 66 and YourErie.com Shining Light Balloon. Thousands of people checked out the hot air balloons at Robertson Field on the campus of Allegheny College in Meadville. Celebrating local pride was the theme of one citywide event. Corey Fest has been a staple of the city's summer festivities for more than 50 years. Saturday's festivities kicked off with a parade, people packing the streets. After that, they enjoyed local vendors and music. Events also included art in the park with demonstrations from area artists. It's what the night train enthusiasts wait for all year. We're talking about the annual Night at the Railroad Museum in Northeast. The Lakeshore Railway Company stayed open for 28 hours, giving folks an opportunity to come and enjoy the rails.
The big thing, though, is you can come here and watch trains at night. Safe environment. It's lit. Look around. Everyone's enjoying it.
This is the 6th year for the Night at the Railroad Museum event. And kids were casting their lines, hoping to catch the big one at Camp Sherwin during the annual Fishing Derby. Derby prizes were provided in several categories, and all participants received a free hot dog. Now, a fight breaks out at one of the local parks, but it was all for a good cause. The first ever equipped for summer and water balloon fight at Roger Young Park in Erie. It's an event that brings families together for a little summer fun. Organizers of the event say it's the largest water balloon fight in the city. Hundreds of kids participated. An Erie tradition that dates back to the 30s will keep rolling for years to come, despite rumors that this was the last year. The summer season is a great time for some old-fashioned soapbox derby racing. Thanks to the All-American Soapbox Derby, kids in Erie have a chance to take part in this unique race. Jerry Domeyer has been the director of the Erie Soapbox Derby for more than 3 decades. He tells us that this race in Erie dates back to the 30s, with just a few years lapsed starting in the 60s. The kids competing range from about 7 to 17. Dozens of them line up to find out who is the fastest of the 3 divisions.
We have a bunch of camaraderie between all these kids. A lot of them have been racing for years, and they're all, it's a big family is what it is.
Erie is one of about only 50 cities in the U.S. that holds soapbox derbies. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, children are being separated from their parents as a result of the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy on immigration. Politicians are demanding a change in this policy. We have the latest from Washington right after Dan's forecast. Dan, it is a hot one out there, huh?
Yeah, it certainly is, and very muggy as well. Storm Tracker actually starting to pick up some showers and storms. We'll take another look at that in your forecast after the break.
Your news leader, you're watching Tracy Tugo and meteorologist Tom DeVecchio. This is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Closed captioning brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care.
I wasn't relying on our insurance. I was relying on Edgar Snyder.
I didn't have to pay anything to Edgar Snyder up front, so that was definitely a plus as well.
The condition I was in, there was no way I could have done this on my own.
It got me to the point where we could concentrate on just getting well.
They did help me settle with the insurance companies. They did help me get money to help with my future.
They were fantastic from top to bottom.
If you've been hurt, call Edgar Snyder and Associates.
What happened at Edgar Snyder was just above and beyond.
With the Pennsylvania Lottery's new iLottery, you can play
while on my tablet, eating a dill. Guess who else is playing? Uncle Bill. On my laptop.
On my phone, waiting for Grace. Out front or inside, no matter the place. With lots of new games.
On every device.
It's a revolutionary way to play that's always nice.
Here or there. Play iLottery everywhere.
iLottery. Play here, there, everywhere. Sign up today for $5 in free play.
Shop the lowest flooring prices of the year during the Big Tent sale at Folks Flooring America. Get the look and feel of real hardwood with LVT planks starting at just $1.99 per square foot. Carpet as low as 59 cents per square foot. Ceramic tile as low as 99 cents per square foot. Along with more items throughout the store under the tent and marked to sell now. While the tent is up, prices are down. Shop the Big Tent sale at Folks Flooring America in Meadville, June 15th through 23rd, and save thousands.
I want my child to be strong enough to dive into everything he does.
Strong enough to rise above. To tell his own story. I want my child to be strong. Strong.
Chip Strong.
Having high-quality, low-cost health insurance helps keep them strong. To learn more about CHIP, go to chipcoverspakids.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Dan Rupp.
Hey, welcome back. I'm filling in for Tom DeVecchio, and as we start off with the Skycam here in Conneaut Lake, our channel lock Skycam, you can actually see it's starting to rain out there, and there's some showers and storms that have developed in the inland areas. Roadways wet over there. Some clouds also, cumulus clouds building in the background, so getting a bit of a shower, which is a very muggy day for us so far. So there you go. You have the showers and storms developing towards the south. None of these seem to be severe. We seem like we're just getting some regular old thunderstorms. As we zoom in, you can see Corey about to get a shower or storm here. Actually looks like one just went through the area, and there's still some towards the west. So Union City, Mill Village getting the shower right now. In Crawford County here, you can see that storm going through the Conneaut Lake area and also through Meadville, Cambridge Springs, Blooming Valley, all getting some rain at this time. Satellite radar, though, picking up that main front towards our north. This will eventually start to drift towards the south, so we got to watch that pretty closely. That could give us some gusty winds later on this evening. Weather watcher temperatures right now, very hot out there. 88 degrees in Fairview, 84 in French Creek, Northeast 87. Greenfield, LaRue reporting 87 degrees. Meadville, 88. Enbro at 87 degrees, and now we have some 80s over here in Warren County as well. Saybrook, Gary reporting 89 degrees. Certainly very muggy out there. We have dew points in the 70s, so it's very thick atmosphere, 71 to 75 for Meadville, but we will get some relief with that soon. Southwest winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, so those have increased since earlier. Might even get some gusts around 30 to 35 along the lakeshore. Here's a pollen report from Dr. Gallagher. Low for the trees, high grasses. Weeds are absent, and mold is on the moderate side right there. So your headlines: Hot and humid, of course, today. If you haven't noticed, storms with downpours for this afternoon and evening. Some pretty heavy downpours because there's just so much moisture in the atmosphere. We'll have a cold front tonight, and that will cool us down for tomorrow and actually bring those dew points down and feel more comfortable for tomorrow. So if you head out to the lake today, not the best day. I mean, we are looking at a chance of storms later on, but 63 for your water temperature, waves about 1 to 3, building 2 to 4 feet. And we have this front right here that's going to eventually move south and increase our rain chances as we head towards sunset. So Storm Prediction Center does have us in a marginal risk for our counties, a slight risk over here in Chautauqua. So that is the lowest of the severe categories. So that just means, well, one of those storms could become severe. It looks like the main threat is going to be damaging winds. Probably around 6 to 9 p.m. is when that front will start to move through and those storms will push through the area. So this is around 8:47 p.m. You can see the coverage is a lot more there. So we'll have it likely into Monday night, and then Tuesday we'll have a chance of AM showers. You can see the winds have shifted and will cool down and looks a lot better right there. So Lakeshore forecast for today, temperature around 89 to 93. Storms will become probable late in the day. And for the inland areas, we're looking at temperatures 88 to 92 with some storms around and very muggy. And for the mountains, temperatures 86 to 90 degrees. Winds gusting up to around 30 miles per hour. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, 91 to 78. First day of summer, looking at mostly sunny skies. And then we'll have temperatures warm back up into the 80s on Friday, 79 on Saturday with some more showers and storms. You can find that forecast and all of our sky cams on YourErie.com.
So wear your sunscreen and drink your water today.
Yeah, definitely. Very muggy out there today, but tomorrow it'll feel much better. Those dew points going down.
That sounds good. Coming up on Jet 24, Action News at noon, a multi-state salmonella outbreak hits Pennsylvania. In fact, it's one of the hardest hit states of more than 30. We'll tell you what items to avoid buying at the grocery stores and to throw away if they're already in your home.
The Your Erie To Go app has a stunning new layout that gives you easy access to everything you need all in one place. See what's happening here. Your Erie To Go, presented exclusively by Bianchi Honda, available free in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Palmero Toyota would like to thank the local charities for the great work that they do. Giving back to the community is what these charities do best.
My name is Jack Lynch, and I'm the chairman of the Meadville Area Recreation Foundation. First of all, recreation centers are never profit centers. It's basically the fundraising arm of the MARC, and from the point of view of really fundraising, connecting with the community on a broader level. So our goal here is to raise as much money as possible in a way that makes sense for the rec itself.
To learn more about our give back charities, visit us at palmerotoyota.net. Toyota makes the car, Palmero makes it fun, giving back makes a difference.
Enrolling in Medicare for the first time can be confusing, so it's no surprise you may have questions and concerns.
Sometimes the hardest part is just knowing where to start. That's why I'm here, to guide you through the process.
When you call, you will always speak to a live local person who is specially trained in Medicare.
I am a UPMC for Life Medicare advisor.
And I'm here for you.
Call us today.
It's time to hitch up and hit the road to experience the great outdoors with your friends and family. Penn RV carries work and play, Wildwood, and Flagstaff recreational vehicles and pop-ups, RV supplies, and accessories. Ken and Margo have been in the RV business for almost 45 years, with Ken holding a master certification as an RV technician. Summer hours are Monday and Thursday 9 to 7, Tuesday and Friday 9 to 5, and Wednesday and Saturdays 9 to 1. Like us on Facebook and stop in so you can hit the road and enjoy life with Penn RV Center on Route 8 south of Titusville.
See amazing live views from around our area on YourErie.com Skycam network, including South Main Street in Meadville on the Erie Auto Credit Camera. See shots from the Skycam network during every newscast and online anytime at YourErie.com.
Time now to take a look at this afternoon's market numbers. At noon, the markets are all up. The Dow was down over 162 points. The Nasdaq was in the red, down 16 points, and the S&P 500 was in negative territory, down over 10 points. The fiery immigration debate continues heating up over the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy that's led to children being separated from their parents. The issue sparked between demonstrators as protesters and politicians are demanding information on the welfare of the kids and a change in the policy. Janai Norman has the latest.
Right now, thousands are in custody. Many of them are innocent children caught up in the fight over undocumented immigrants.
We're duly elected members of Congress. We're entitled to come in and visit this prison.
7 congressmen demanded entry into a detention center as the fiery immigration debate rages on. The Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy of arresting undocumented immigrants and asylum seekers and separating them from their children for months, adding fuel to the fire.
Today, Father's Day, we spoke to fathers whose children have been ripped from their arms.
Images released by the Department of Homeland Security show fenced-in cells where men, women, and children are being held temporarily, some on bare floors.
I just don't think that this should be happening, and something has to be done.
As enforcement is beefed up along the border, some officials claim there is no policy to separate families despite 2,000 children already being taken.
Adults, if they are accompanied by a child, that child is temporarily separated from them as they go through a judicial process.
DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen addressing what she calls misinformation in the media.
We cannot detain children with their parents, so we must either release both the parents and the children. This is the historic get-out-of-jail-free practice of the previous administration.
President Trump continues blaming Democrats, even though this is his policy. Some critics say Republicans are using the kids as bargaining chips to try to get funding for a border wall. But this policy is not law and could be changed by the administration without any help from Democrats. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Multi-state salmonella outbreaks are being linked to a popular cereal and pre-cut melons. Pennsylvania is on the list of hardest hit states. Dozens of people are heading to the hospital after eating Honey Smack cereal tainted with salmonella. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says more than 70 people have gotten sick in 31 states. According to the CDC, Pennsylvania has 5 cases. The FDA is advising you discard and not eat any of the cereal regardless of size or best by dates. On top of that, the salmonella outbreak linked to pre-cut melon is growing too, spreading to 23 states, affecting cut watermelon, honeydew, and cantaloupe, as well as fruit salads containing these melons. Customers are being told they should throw out these items as well. Turning now to some economic news, Apple's reportedly looking for ways to cut the cost of the next iPhone. The Wall Street Journal says the company's planning to use less expensive LCD displays in the majority of its next phones. And Amazon is offering more perks to Prime members who shop at Whole Foods. Discounts for Prime members are starting to show up in aisles, and Amazon is expanding delivery services out of Whole Foods stores. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, summer camp with the Pennsylvania State Police. This annual program gives teens a first-hand look at a career in law enforcement. We'll show you their intense training when we return.
I used to drive a Nissan, now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease a new Kia Forte for only $189 a month with 0 down at Auto Express Superstore.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
I was hurt in a car wreck. The insurance adjuster said I didn't need an attorney. I told him that I hired attorney Grant Travis.
Hiring the right attorney does make a difference. Call me, attorney Grant Travis, at 455-3839.
Take up the torch. Skilled welders are in high demand, and the Institute of Medical and Business Careers can help welders of all skill levels succeed. With a brand new facility and state-of-the-art Lincoln electric equipment, learn everything from basic applications to more advanced welding techniques. Let IMBC help you prepare for a successful transition from classroom to career. Call IMBC at 855-773-0758 or apply online at imbc.edu.
See amazing live views from around our area on YourErie.com Skycam network, including the gazebo in Mallory Lake on the Edinburgh University camera. See shots from the Skycam network during every newscast and online anytime at YourErie.com.
I used to drive a Ford, now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease an all-wheel drive Kia Sportage for only $199 a month with 0 down.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
Do you
toss and turn all night or wake up sore? Is it hard to focus on the tasks you need to get done during the day? It's time to pay a visit to the mattress experts at Jamestown Mattress. Our family has been making quality, affordable mattresses for over 130 years. Jamestown Mattress, factory direct prices that are always 20 to 60% off comparable brand name bedding. Interest-free financing is available to qualified customers. Improve your sleep to improve your life. Stop in at one of our many locations or check us out at jamestownmattress.com.
Another year, another camp cadet on the campus of Allegheny College. Kristen Nielsen was in Meadville to speak with some current and past cadets about what to expect.
Your left, your left, left, right, left.
Camp Cadet is a training course for teens hosted by Pennsylvania State Police Troop E. This program, held every year at Allegheny College, gives teens ages 13 to 15 a taste of law enforcement life.
They get to spend a week with us, troopers and some other staff from the community, and they're going to learn a lot. Some of it's about law enforcement. We have other speakers coming in. We'll teach them about other things just to help them out with life in general.
During this week, nearly 100 cadets will be put to the test with a variety of training exercises.
It's challenging. It's not impossible. Every single kid that starts is going to finish. We make sure of that. We encourage them, and also all the other kids encourage each other.
Some of these teens who perform exceptionally well will be asked to return next year as senior cadets to help guide new cadets through the program.
Some of the cadets who complete this training will go on to pursue law enforcement careers.
PA State Troopers, where I'm looking at, so it's great to have role models here and look up to them and see them and know that someday that'll be me.
McKenna Mercier is serving as a senior cadet at this year's camp. She has wanted to be a state trooper ever since she was 5, when, tragically, her grandfather was murdered.
And so I want to be a PA State Trooper so I can help more crimes like that, help a 5-year-old, turn it into a good experience instead of a bad one.
Her advice for those coming to Camp Cadet for the first time?
You're going to have some hard times, but it is what you make it, so just try to make it be great.
In Meadville, Kristen Nielsen, Jet 24 Action News.
After the break, we'll tell you about a woman who shattered glass ceilings, broke records, and reached remarkable heights as she gets ready to retire. Stay with us.
The All-Star Monster Trucks, fueled by Quickfill, return to the Lake Erie Speedway this Friday and Saturday. Monster Trucks crush a school bus for the first time ever. Kids seats are just $10 in advance this Friday and Saturday. Lake Erie.
I'm Larry Green at Burger & Green. I understand how devastating a motor vehicle accident can be. I've visited my clients in the hospital. I've witnessed their recovery. I've comforted families when they've experienced unimaginable loss. At Burger & Green, it's our job to get our clients the money they deserve. We fight to protect your rights. We do not charge a fee unless you get money.
Trust the name you know. Burger & Green, the injury lawyers. 1-800-999-2626.
You know it's a great sale when it runs day and night. The vehicle that you are looking to find, and at sales prices you have to see to believe. Sale pricing all day until 8 at night.
It's a sale that comes once in a blue moon, and you don't want to miss this one.
You get as low as 0% financing for up to 63 months, and low prices on all brand new 2018 Subarus.
And when you visit, remember,
tell them Larry sent you.
Trucks, fueled by Quickfill at the Lake Erie Speedway this Friday and Saturday. Plus, you can upgrade your experience with a pit pass. Meet the drivers, see the monster trucks up close. Monster Trucks this Friday and Saturday. Lake Erie Speedway.
Your mother used her credit card in order to give you money to fix your car.
Yes.
A daughter speeds away from responsibility.
Did you pay any money back in the first 6 months?
No, Your Honor, because I don't owe her this money.
And there's little concern about mom's limited income.
How did you expect your mother to pay back $1,200 on her credit card?
That was for her to figure out.
And now I know who I'm dealing with.
Next, Judge Judy. Today at 4 on Jet 24.
A female astronaut holds the U.S. record for most cumulative time in space.
And now she's hanging up the spacesuit and retiring. NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson first came to the agency in 1986. She started out as a research associate at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. In 1996, she was selected for the Astronaut Corps. Since then, she's been a part of the 3 long-term missions at the International Space Station, has spent 665 days in space. a record for U.S. astronauts.
It's not, yeah, this isn't the only record she holds. She also set the record for most spacewalks by a woman. She was also the first female commander of the ISS and the first woman to serve as chief of the astronaut corps.
It's pretty impressive to say the least there.
Totally amazing.
It really is.
Wow. I can't even fathom going up in space, especially for that amount of time.
I know, yeah. It's a long time. I mean, I'd like to go for a couple days, but she was there for...
Yeah.
Forever.
600 and some day, forever.
Yeah. Wow.
Truly amazing. I love seeing stories about women shattering glass ceilings and doing remarkable things like that. So,
there you go.
Way to go, Peggy. Enjoy
to her.
retirement.
Yeah. All right. Hey, final look at your forecast here. It's very muggy out there, humid. 91 for the high temperature. Might even break the record. The record is 92.
Ooh.
Looking at some showers and storms becoming more likely towards sunset. Cooling off for Tuesday. A chance in the morning at 78. And the first day of summer. 77 degrees on Thursday.
All right, everybody, stay cool, drink your water, stay hydrated. That's all we have for you this noon. We'll see you at 5 o'clock. Have a good one.
Take care.